O ye who believe, fear Allah and say the straightforward word. The nikah ceremony highlights the importance of establishing trust and sincerity by speaking honestly and clearly during the matchmaking process. We asked Saema to share her story on how upholding Qaul-e-Saeed during her personal rishta process impacted her choices and what she ultimately learned from her experiences. What do you understand as Qaul-e-Saeed?
It is not just about speaking the truth. It is the whole truth, without exclusions. This would also include complete honesty and integrity in your deeds. Qaul-e-Saeed is also like a stamp or a title. The Holy Prophet ﷺ was given two titles by the Meccans, Al-Amin, the trustworthy, and Al-Sadiq, the truthful. He didn't get these titles by telling the truth once. He was trustworthy because he always told the truth.
Why was it a significant part of your rishta process?
I was brought up in an environment where honesty is a treasured virtue, both in my home and in the community. Therefore, when the time came for me to get married, it was important to me that my first step into this blessed union be truthful. I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was very young, which progressed into seizures during puberty. I wasn't embarrassed by my condition, neither were my family, despite the stigma attached to it. So my condition was shared when needed, like with friends, teachers, and employers, etc. However, it is important to recognize the difference between being truthful and respecting privacy.
How did telling the truth benefit you?
The benefits are so many and varied that I am still reaping them now, after more than 20 years of marriage. Alhamdulillah, telling the truth makes you feel good. You want to continue it and cultivate that characteristic. And it allows others to trust you and know that no matter what the circumstance, you speak the truth. I believe that this virtue has the power to cleanse your habits and life.
Were there any disadvantages to being straightforward and direct?
Unfortunately, despite the truth being the right way, it can be hard to tell and hard to hear. It isn't easy. It is a sacrifice. People you love can be hurt, so you may think you are protecting them by telling a white lie, but nobody deserves falsehood, especially those you love. How you speak the truth matters too. Another downside of lying or withholding the truth is that I have known families whose marriages have been broken due to one party either withholding information purposely or inadvertently. I couldn't do that to my parents. And for me personally, it was important that I had someone who would want me wholeheartedly. Seeing someone have a seizure is quite frightening. It's one of those things where the bystander cannot do much. So surely my fiancé would need to know about me to be able to deal with it.
How did this affect your potential marriage proposal?
My mother was the one who actually told my fiancé, and even she was very anxious. Alhamdulillah, he took my mother's hands in his and told her to be at ease.
Why do you think people choose to conceal rather than speak the truth?
Fear. Fear of hurting someone who you care for, fear of being hurt, fear of retribution. I also believe that lying in every guise is a lack of fearing Allah.
What advice would you give to others regarding this?
Always speak the truth. Always. If you start on the path of truth, your road is blessed with respect and trust, not just for yourself, but for those who share your journey. It is easier to love and sacrifice when there is honesty. Think about any person you admire. Think about why you perceive them in such high regard, and truth and trust will be the underlying factor.